Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I know this is JP's 8th anniversary right now and we're gonna have to wait like 5-6 months before we get to see this ourselves, but today, the Year 5 LRs VB and Gogeta Blue have just received EZAs, or their details have just dropped, and Dokkan has decided to give them new OSTs as well, which we're going to take a look at. Do you know what? I'm gonna stretch this video even longer. We're gonna go through their details, which Goresh has translated, so we'll leave the link in the description down below for his Twitter. And we're gonna see how busted they are, because they are looking insane, like ridiculously good, especially LR Vegito Blue. But let's quickly take a look at these, which by the way, I still do believe that LR Gogeta Blue has still some of the best and probably best aging animations in the entire game. But let's take a listen to these new OSTs right now. Oh, that's good. That's sauce. That's got some sauce. That's got the sauce. I mean, look at these, man. It's like you're watching DBS Broly. That's dope. That's really good. And, these animations are still so clean as well. Also, props for Dokkan for doing this. They didn't have to do this, but fair play for them for doing this. That's dope. That fits so well. That's so dope. It fits so well. Oh, I forgot about his KO screen. I forgot about his KO screen. No, let me just set it on his KO screen. I completely forgot he had a KO screen. Oh, that was so dope. Oh, bruv, fair play for Dokkan for doing this. They didn't need to do this. I wonder if they would ever give any other units some updated OSTs or something. So here we are with the translations from the homie Goresh. As I said, I will leave his link down in the description down below if you want to drop him a follow on Twitter. But first up, we have Vegito Blue. So after EZAing, he will be a final trump card or Potara category lead, given Ki +3, HP and attack and defense plus 170. Pre-transformed, he has attack and defense plus 140%. He gets Ki +4 when attacking, launches an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. Launches an additional super attack and gain a great chance to evade enemies' attacks as the third attacker in a turn. And also gets defense plus 100% when attacking, and then of course transforms when conditions are met. On 12 Ki, he does raise attack, and then he raises defense by 30% for one turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. On 18 Ki, he raises attack again, and this time greatly raises his defense by 50% for one turn, causing mega colossal damage to the enemy. And then once he's transformed, he evades enemies' attacks for the first turn after transforming. So that's a guaranteed dodge this man has after he transforms, which I do like a lot. Especially, you know, by the time it takes to actually get him transformed, you know, red zone bosses are going to start hitting harder. He then gets attack and defense plus 150%. He then gets Ki +5, launches an additional super attack, and gains a medium chance to launch another super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. He then gets Ki +7 and launches an additional super attack and gains a great chance of evading enemy's attack as the third attacker in a turn. Then gets an additional Ki +1 and attack and defense plus 22% up to Ki +5 and attack and defense plus 88% with each attack performed, and then performs a critical hit during the turn where the active skill is activated or when Ki is 24. And on 12 Ki, he'll greatly raise attack and defense for one turn and cause colossal damage to the enemy. And on 18 Ki, he'll greatly raise defense for 3 turns and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy as well. So he's looking juicy, man. He's looking very good defensively. Guaranteed dodge for one turn. His damage output is ridiculous. I've seen clips. This man in one turn, like maximized if you do this properly, can super attack a total of 6 times. But on average, 5 times he can possibly super attack in one turn if you do have dupes in him, which I assume a lot of you may do. But if you're unlucky like me, I don't have any dupes in either of the Year 5 units, so hopefully I can get some during the 8th anniversary while pulling the 8th anniversary units when that does drop on global. But this man can super 5 to 6 times in one turn. I've seen a clip of Vegito Blue one-turning by himself, one-turning Red Zone Broly. So these EZAs are generally insane right now, and the new OSTs, I love that. As I said, I wish Dokkan would do that in the future again. Then we have Gogeta Blue, who is a final trump card or fusion category lead, of course given the full 170. Pre-transformed, he gets attack and defense plus 140, gets key plus 4 when attacking, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack when attacking as the first or second attacker in a turn. He then launches an additional super attack and gains a great chance to evade enemy attacks as the third attacker in a turn, and gets defense plus 100% when attacking and transforms when conditions are met. So pretty much almost identical, if not identical, to VB pre-transformation as well. On 12 key, he'll raise attack and then raise defense by 30% for one turn and cause colossal damage to the enemy. And on 18 key, he'll raise attack again, but this time greatly raises defense for one turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, which is great because this is what Gogeta Blue needed. Gogeta Blue needed defense because he had like next to none. So I'm here for this. After transforming, he will evade enemies' attacks guaranteed for the first turn after transforming. He'll get attack and defense plus 150 and get key plus 5. He'll launch 2 additional attacks, each which have a medium chance to become a super attack, and attacks effective against all types as the first or second attacker in a turn. He'll then get key plus 7, launch an additional super attack and get a great chance of evading enemies' attack as the third attacker in a turn. And then we'll get an additional key plus 1, attack and defense plus 22%, up to key plus 5, attack and defense plus 88% with each attack performed, and performs critical hits during the turn where the active skill is activated or when key is 24. So yeah, they're pretty much almost identical, which I don't mind at all because it means they're both doing ridiculous amounts of damage, super attacking a ridiculous amount of times, having built-in crits. You know, the Gogeta typical trend is to have attacks effective against all types, which means he's always going to be doing damage. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. On 12 key, he'll greatly raise attack and defense for one turn and cause colossal damage to the enemy. And on the 18 key, will greatly raise defense for 3 turns and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. So their EZAs are looking ridiculously good. I cannot wait. It's just a shame that Global has to wait 5 or 6 months. I know I could switch to JP, but I'm too far in, man. I know you can start whenever, but I don't have it in me to grind 2 games at once. But these EZAs are looking insane. Cannot wait for them to come to Global when we get the 8th anniversary for us during June, July. And the new OSTs, man, Dokkan didn't have to do that, but they slapped. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one, guys, and peace!